Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is your review for Married to Medicine. This is season 12, episode 1, Cocktails and Polo. Y'all, what you know what? I ain't gonna lead with that. Let's just get right to her. Let's just get right to her. We bounce around, of course. We see that Avery is driving now. The kids are growing up. The kids are growing up. We land on Quad and friends. She got some friends over. She just celebrated her birthday, so they talking about that. She and King are still going strong. He hasn't moved in yet, but hey, they're happy. Angel is a friend that we meet of Quad's. She's a nurse. We've seen Angel before. If you are, or should I say, if you watched Basketball Wives at any point, she was on. I don't know what season she was on, but she was over there. That's. I was introduced to Angel over there. But she hadn't been on reality TV since then. She's a nurse. And a well-decorated one at that. Go ahead, girl. We love it. We talk about the party. Simone and Cecil were not in attendance. They were not there. And of course, while they're talking, we have Simone and Dr. Jackie also meeting for lunch. They talk. Jackie was invited to the party. I feel like she was there. But we find out that Quad saw this this podcast, whatever, YouTube video, whatever, of Simone and Sweet Tea. And Sweet Tea was laughing and having a good key about finally being, paying off Quad's house. They have a good laugh about that. And then she say, well, I wonder who paying for the Quad's new house, the one she in now. That was Simone's comment. Quad got wind of that. And in the group chat that they have on Quad's birthday, everybody says happy birthday. Simone comes in with hers. She responds to Simone and says, oh, well, you know what a good birthday gift will be if you pay my mortgage this month. A key. If you and Cecil are available, come through. She ain't coming because it's a late invite. It's 2 hours before the party, whatever. But you thought you was going to get an invite after you was talking shit with Sweet Tea on the internet? But let Simone tell it. She also saw Quad giving an interview, and she was asked, out of her castmates, who would she put on Traders? Who do you think could do well on Traders? And she said Simone. I think that was more of a, like, this is my professional opinion. Like, of the girls that I've worked with, she would do well on Traders. And I don't think that was a slight to you at all. However, Simone is ready to have a moment to get a soundbite herself. She'd be ready for a moment to drag Quad. She never fully forgives. She never fully is, cool. It's just, I'm cool to a certain extent, but give me a reason and I'm going to be back dragging your ass. Cause she's jealous of her. That nothing Quad does will make Simone happy. Because Simone is very unhappy. In real life, it just appears that way. Because what else is the problem? What else is the problem? She finds fault in everything Quad says or does. Because that shouldn't have triggered her the way that it did. It shouldn't have triggered you to go sit up with Sweet Tea and talk about her finances and her living situation and who's paying her mortgage and whatnot. Anyway, Toya and them moved again. Beautiful home. 3 million. The closet is amazing. Eugene now, with this $3 million home, Eugene got to work extra hours. He's working 5 hours away, 2 hours away. He getting to the money in the outskirts. And sometimes he's gone during the week, so now Toya getting a taste of that. I really like this bob on Toya. I really like the bob on her. That she looked good. The boys in there starting dinner. When we do the Toya, Eugene, and boys scenes, I love them every single time. Sometimes the subject matter gets a little questionable, and Toya be cringe. But I love these moments when them boys in there cooking and we having a good family wholesome moment, you know, cause she in there teaching them about women and how to communicate with a woman. Toy is something else. Anyway, it's just like she's really good for TV. She really is. She's so crass sometimes that it works. You know, so off-putting sometimes that it just works. Anyway, Contessa and Scott, we see them at the house. Everybody's, you know, doing well. They bought a building, paid in cash, you know, so now we got to work overtime. Everybody got to work to get to, you know, to recoup all of this money that they had to shell out because they paid in cash, like I said. While they're talking, Contessa gets an invitation from Mimi to the Sanders Polo Classic. Quad also got hers as well. And listen, guys, I had to note this because Quad's little outfit, her little purple skirt, two-piece outfit that she was sashaying down to the Rolls Royce in, she looked good. That outfit was so... Wear that one again. That's one you wear again. It was just so comfortable looking, and I like the color of it. Her wig was nice, too. Quad looked good on that day. I don't know where she was headed, but, you know, we like it. We liked it, Miss Quad. Quad and Mimi have they've built a friendship since, you know, their meeting last season. She and Mimi done been on a few double days. They've bonded outside the show. Mimi keep telling us she's different. You know, we met professional Mimi, but there's after dark Mimi and all it. Girl, okay. You better be the party girl that you keep trying to tell us that you are. We better see it at some point because I'm tired of you talking about it. Anyway, Simone and Toya, they get up before the party. Toya holds Simone accountable, you know, like, girl, you was talking about Quad over there with, you was talking about Quad over there with Sweet Tea. We know you shouldn't have did that. If you're going to be talking, talk to me. Because I'm going to keep your secrets. I'm going to keep it between us. Now Toya also got some beef with Jackie. Because she was on, was it Watch What Happens Live? She was on something. Making comments about Curtis. And Curtis putting his hands around several of the ladies' waists. Basically making it seem like he's, you know, out here getting handsy and being a creep. And she didn't appreciate that. Jackie didn't appreciate that. And she texted her about it. But of course, Toya, she's gonna act confused. She don't understand what the problem was. She don't understand what the issue is. Toya, she also, you know, wants to talk about Heavenly and what's going on with Damon Jr. He was arrested, and Simone ends up clarifying that is true. That did happen. Cecil tells Toya to leave. You basically like leave Heavenly alone. You know, let it be. Don't go around her with all that. Just please, let's not. So the Sanders Polo Classic was beautiful. I loved the decor. Everything turned out amazing. The ladies talk about this Simone and Quad beef. We're tired. We're all tired. We meet another friend of, her name is Brandy. She's a friend of Toya. You know, we introduce her to the group or whatever. She does, you know, the filler and Botox. So I want to say, I don't know if she has a med spa. I think she does. I think that's what she said. But that's Toya's Botox queen. That's probably who she goes to. Although I thought Dr. Jackie was doing that. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like maybe not. No, she was doing the O shot. Something completely different. Anyway, Toya gonna ask Jackie why Curtis ain't. Is Curtis mad at me? He didn't speak to me. Girl, you was around there saying what you was saying. What you think? He ain't got nothing to say to you. You lucky I'm over here talking to you. Toy is crazy. She's crazy. um, she was like, it painted what you said, painted him in a negative light, you know, and that's not reflective of who he is. And Toya gonna say, now. Still fanning. Now. Right? Ooh, that lady funny. She's so funny sometimes. Anyway, Jackie, she says she don't appreciate you. Don't be adding to the foolishness. Toya says she want an apology for her saying that Toya sat on her husband's lap, because that's not how it went down. Both of y'all was doing too much. Because you went round there to try to taunt and be on some funny shit, and he pulled your ass back. Now you shouldn't have went your ass round there anyway, trying to prove points and stuff. You was doing too much, and he took it further. Both of y'all asses was in the wrong. But you really trying to make him a creeper. Okay. Simone. She sees Quad. She gonna go over and speak. And it's pleasant and fake at first, you know. But then we get the group around, you know. Now we're around the group, and Simone wants to have a little moment. No. Before this, because I don't want to forget this. We introduced Brandy to the rest of the group. And Simone is like, oh, yeah, you know, she used to work at Northside or whatever, you know, because I'm assuming they ran into each other before. And Jackie, unprovoked, just going to say to that girl, is your thyroid enlarged? Tacky ass Jackie. And so if she let it roll off her back, she should have took it as an opportunity. She should have took her moment, but she didn't. She didn't. Jackie. And see, when it comes to this type of, she does that on purpose. She thinks she cute. Nobody corrected it. Nobody said anything, but you know, we got stuff to say in our confessional. Simone, your moment was right there to tell your friend, why would you ask her that? No, you gonna wait for a confessional to say what it is you need to say. That's what I be saying. Y'all, they let Jackie just say whatever. We just let it fly. We just let it slide because of her age. I don't give a fuck. She's rude. Simone, everybody's in a group. She gonna come over there talking about, so everybody, would y'all go to a party and you was invited 2 hours before the said party? Would y'all go? Because now you need the group around. When you was just telling the people that you want to have a conversation with Quad, you want to sit down with Quad and talk things through. No, you just gonna throw it out at the group. What would you? And Toya gonna say Quad wouldn't, because she already know what it is. So she just gonna, let's just get it rolling. Simone gives her, you know, her explanation. You know, she talking about so am I a traitor and all of that, whatever. Because Quad said, you know, like, yeah, I invited you 2 hours before, but when I hear you out here concerned about my mortgage payments, you know, and she said, am I a traitor? And Quad's like, oh, I did say that. I did say that. Simone said, well, if you can drag, then I can drag too. And Quad said, well, I would like we can get the dragging right now if you up for it. if that's what you want to do, we can start dragging some more. It's just like, please, enough. I have just had enough of the Simone and Quad beef, for real. Enough. Then Simone gonna start her tearful speech about how much it hurt her after the reunion. She was in her bed for 2 days after their fight. She don't want to fight. I can't tell you when you do stuff like this. Maybe they just need some space and some time. Quad agrees, you know. Toya said, how much time y'all need? Then we flash to all the mess that's to come between Quad and Simone. It looks like it's gonna get bad. It's definitely gonna get worse before it gets better. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Anyway, that's it for Married to Medicine. I can't say that I enjoyed the first episode. It was like more of the same for me, so it didn't give me that, oh, this is a breath of fresh air. It didn't give me that feeling. It just gave me, we're back to this bullshit. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.